Alrighty, welcome back to the final game of the night. I'm joined back with Fox for one more fun game to close our night. Cincinnati takes on Nebraska, a storied franchise here in CCS. Nebraska has been a long time team as well as Cincinnati, as they've been here for Nebraska. So if you're an OG CCS fan, you know the background, you know the history of the Nebraska program, and it's made national news in Omaha, Nebraska a couple months ago. And Cincinnati have a new third. They're looking to go further than they've ever had before with their new third, Zell, alongside Mystic and Sky Fox. We got one more fun game to close it up.
Indeed. And as we heard from the players in the pregame lobby, the slightly delayed start was because someone was walking home. That is definitely college lifestyle for you. You got to get across campus, get back to the dorm, play a little bit of Rocket League. Both teams are set and ready to go. Cincinnati in the red, Nebraska in the gray. We got fans in the chat. We got players on the field. Nation, we are ready to go. It's Creed starting us off, looking to start things off quick, forcing Zell into an early save. Nebraska knocking on the door early, but Cincinnati said, not that quick.
Cincinnati in red, Nebraska in gray for tonight's best of five. Both teams, this is their first game. Cincinnati's 1-0. They beat Xavier last night. It's Nebraska's first game of this season. It's Creed to start things off.
Oh, Cy just got absolutely bodied here as Creed's able to beat the first man. The second man, second man? Got absolutely wiped out. Great play there as the outnumbered opportunity works. Nebraska do strike first. They break through and promising, going to be given a return demo. Cy looking to return the favor after getting demoed there. Creed looking for that backboard touch. Couldn't quite find too terribly much out of that one. Nebraska will force Cincinnati back in deep, but here's Mystic. Nice touch. First touch. Can he get a second? No. Cy can't either, but Zell's going to put one on. Nobody's able to reach a hand up, and we are dead even.
For 17 and Mystic. What a touch there, too, Fox. Fine Zell. Field 4:17 remains. We're at another level game at 1-1.
Yeah, just falling off the wall a little bit early was the defender. Great shot by Zell. Great touch by Cincinnati. This one, Nation, we already have almost as many goals as we had all game last series, and we've not even played a minute in this one, so it could very well be promising a shootout, but every game evolves differently, so we'll have to see how this one is. Now Mystic spots Zell in the midfield. That shot's going to go high, forcing Creed to reach up and pop that one away. Does so nicely. That's an easy way to be caught out, but Creed made sure to get a touch, and now it's going to be knocked back forward. This one knocked away. The oncoming Nebraska players, but Creed has got it. Zell is bothering him, and able to take back over possession is Cincinnati, but a good 50. This one across the midfield line, promising, going to attempt to find a way back into the zone. Creed will help with that, but Cincinnati, they seem to be pretty strong on some of these challenges, keeping Nebraska at bay.
Nebraska led by Captain No Nonsense Noe for the Cornhuskers, a storied VP player for this Nebraska team and a storied player in the league in general. And Cincinnati, Mystic's been here for a long time. Size had his moments playing in CCS. Still a newcomer to the Bearcats roster this spring, looking to see what damage newcomer can do this year. With 3 minutes to go, Nebraska, Cincinnati all even at 1.
Oh, nice demo there by Mystic. He was looking to create a little bit on the offensive side. Zell might still do so, but promising gets the first touch. Noe reaches his hand in and gets another good touch, but Cincinnati not quite done yet. Creed is up. He's got Mystic right in his face and in a hurry. Here's Zell. Oh, that's a good demo. Great demo, in fact, as Zell has a wide open Cincinnati red carpet laid out for him. Mystic says, see you later.
Zell going to find his second goal of the night, his second career CCS goal, 2:41 to play. Zell's got both for the Bearcats early.
Big bumps. We've seen the bump plays working so far for both teams. This is going to be a kickoff that almost falls, but Cy had to get back in time. Nebraska not quite done yet. They'll reset, opting out to go for some boost. And now Creed out in the backfield, having to make that save. It's a little bit of a loner there on an island, but he makes a good play. But still, the defense is starting to fall, promising it's demoed again. This one was by side. Now he has to reach back and make a save. Nebraska, they are starting to fall, being knocked around, being demoed, being bumped, but they managed to keep Cincinnati out, and they survived that one, keeping this game close. And Nation, that looked a little bit dicey at times once you start losing some of the fellow defenders around you.
And it did, but Nebraska able to hold on tight, still just one goal difference. Here's the Cornhuskers. Still fighting from behind, just one now, an open break, 2-on-1 for the Cornhuskers, couldn't capitalize. Sai will hold off for now for the Bearcat defense. Now here comes Zell, going for a solo play, couldn't get it to fall. Sai up, the rebound is no good. It's broken up to the wide left corner, minute 30 to go.
That is now 11 shots for Cincinnati and a team total of 7 saves on Nebraska, keeping things out. The problem for Nebraska is the only one with any shots for them is Creed. He has 4. Both of his opposite sides on that Nebraska side don't have a shot just yet. And they're going to need to definitely try and keep up with this high-octane Cincinnati offense, putting this many shots on this many demos. Nebraska holding on for now. Mystic will try one off the sidewall. Zell's got his helping hand reaching in. Good touch forward. Zell using his flip now, trying the bump play again. And Cincinnati, I mean, these bumps, they are starting to work, but it seems like the well might be almost drying up. Nebraska is adapting well to this bump strategy.
Half shot for Noe, won't go. Little high. Sai will turn that one away. 40 ticks to play. Nebraska still trail by just a mere one. That's an open net to the corner. Sai going to turn that one home. It's his first goal. That's 36 seconds. 3-1 Cincinnati lead.
That was close. I mean, on the initial touch, even in the replay, it kind of looks almost like a phantom touch. It kind of looks like it hits Creed. You couldn't really tell if it did or not. Either way, it does not end up registering a hit on his car. It bounces off the goalpost. Cincinnati pokes one in, and now a kickoff strat almost backfired, but Zell is able to get back to that one. So Nebraska is looking for an answer and looking for it quick. They've got under 30 seconds to operate. That's a great pass over towards Promising, as he has some promising open space, but Zell was waiting for him on the back wall. He will force Nebraska to hit the reset button from their own zone. No, he's going to have to hit the respawn button. This one's popped up. Creed, first one to it, his shot down. Mystic, a good save. Cincinnati's defense just not seeming to falter. And the offense taking out players, putting shots on. Cincinnati with enough pressure, both physical and in terms of the goal, they will get the first win of the series, 3-1. They just were unrelenting that game, Nation.
They were. Bearcats' offense came alive early, mattered most. The second half was stalemate, but they had enough of a lead where they got the job done when it mattered. Down the stretch, Creed just 1 of 6 here, Promising 0 for 1. The team goes 1 for 7. Can't have that if you're Nebraska.
No, they did manage to cool off the Cincinnati offense. The shot differential did slightly shrink a little bit. But for the majority of that game, Cincinnati was really dictating the play. Nebraska spent a lot of time either going for boosts where they were avoiding the bumps or respawning after those bumps. And for Nebraska, you really don't want to play that style, so you're going to have to definitely try and think of something a little different, throw off that Cincinnati attack to where if they're going to go for bumps, make them pay on the other side of the field. So we'll have to see what they come up with here in Game 2.
Game time, DJ. Thanks to the Raiders just now joining us. Cincinnati, Nebraska to close the night. Cincy leads the series 1-0 as Nebraska fell in Game 1 3-1 after a 2-goal victory for the Bearcats. And now Game 2, Cincinnati looking to hold on. Nebraska trying to respond to the series at 2-1.
Oh, the bump went for Promising. He's able to avoid it, but they can't avoid a shot on target. Creed has to face it head on. He does so nicely. He gets a good save. Creed faces Mystic now. Battle of attrition there in the 50s, but Creed comes out with it. No more boost. He's going to need some help there from Promising. He'll dump it out right into Noe's path, but Zell is going to be there. No problems for him. Now Cincinnati looking a little bit strained here in their defensive zone. They're going to have to watch Creed. He hits the double. No friends to pass to. That one will be deflected away. Nebraska keeping up the pressure. That was a good push here from the Cornhuskers, but a better one in terms of the counterattack as the Bearcats come right back. It is Zell. Sai with the absolute dime right into Zell's wheelhouse, and he puts that one home. Great shot.
Cincinnati on the board first again, Fox. 1-0 goes the Bearcats, just 52 seconds. And who would tell to get the scoring started again?
Yeah, good effort from him. He has definitely been proving himself thus far in this series. And now Nebraska, how do they respond to an early deficit to try and contend with. This one put up by Zell. Once again, no more boost. He will run out of real estate there, taken away by Nebraska. That shot's going to be wide of the target. Missed it, coming for a bump. You could see it. Yep, there it is. You got to see it before the camera left. Cincinnati again taking to the body, forcing Nebraska a little awkward with your rotation. When you're having to wait on your teammates to respawn, things can get a little hectic. Nebraska so far trying to keep up with this. Promising gets taken out. I mean, it's not just the defensive demos, it's offensive demos as well, Nation.
And it is still in trouble there, Sai behind him to make the save. 2 minutes almost elapsed here in the game. 2 Mystic goes high and over the defender. The drop down, no good. Nebraska will cover. 2 minutes have surpassed. And Fox, again, what's got to change if you're Nebraska down the stretch here?
Well, first of all, wishing our raid, Mr. DJ, a good dinner. He is off to enjoy something. But in terms of eating, Nebraska have been eating demos over and over. They're going to have to figure out a way to limit that, because in order to make plays, you have to actually be on the field. And Cincinnati has been owning the demo game. They get another one, this time on Noe. Sai has open space. Creed, last man back, has to make a no boost save. Nebraska, now Creed trying to chase things down the pitch, tries to open the door for Noe. And finally, Nebraska gets a demo going their way, trying to generate a little bit of offense, but Cincinnati, nothing is coming easy if you're a Nebraska player.
20 to go. Now the Cornhuskers still with striking. This is just one to go, but to get it through the Bearcats. Getting insurance is key here to success. Nebraska, they're able to win these close games. The last game, 2 goals is close, but these 1 goal separations, Nebraska's been pretty efficient at finding their way down the stretch of these games to find ways to win. So we'll see what they can do in the last 2 minutes.
Oh, Sleeper as well. Welcome into all of the viewers from Sleeper as he drops a raid as well. You are looking at Cincinnati and Nebraska. Cincinnati with a 3-1 victory in Game 1. Here in Game 2, they hold a 1-0 lead and a heavy favorite for Cincinnati here in the demo game. They get another one there. They have been making life hard. This is going to be a psycho attempt, that one. It did go forward, just not enough power on it. Good idea. That would have been something, Nation, had we gotten to see a psycho on the CCS stream.
Broken up there, Mystic. Jump number 2 with Psycho, couldn't connect either. 80 seconds left to go. Fake shot is good for Creed, 1-1. 1:18 to play, Nebraska on the board.
I love that play. Creed hits it forward, and there, Noe is up. He and Sai is definitely having to watch Noe because he is the immediate threat, but then Noe looks down. Creed is right there. Outnumber your opponent. Let Creed fire away. Not only does that fake out the defender, Creed has a better angle. Puts that one home. Nebraska has brought us level once again. And Creed's now looking for more, putting it up, but Mystic will touch that one to the corner, trying to buy some time. Nebraska have been avoiding some demos for the last about 2 minutes of gameplay. Only 1 demo in that span thus far, and you can see they have been awarded with a goal. And they have also been able to limit the amount of chances that Cincinnati has had on their own goals. So Nebraska doing things better. Now how does Cincinnati respond? It's such an interesting chess match, how a series and a game itself can evolve.
38 seconds to go. Noe off the ceiling. No one home. The Cornhusker offense to connect with that pass option there. Broken up by Cell. 30 seconds remain on the clock here, Fox. Something has to give for one more side. Again, we need to see another goal come through for the team to win this game. So eventually something is going to be at fault for this game.
Oh, that's a great pass. Promising. Looks back for Creed. The passing was sublime, but the save coming through from Zell, that was such a nicely and well thought out plan by Nebraska, but Zell had other ideas. Makes a game-saving play there. And he has deservedly given his team a chance to win in the form of Mystic looking for the man himself. But Zell gets denied, and we are headed to overtime as that one touches down. Great play by Cincinnati to bring it here.
On the Cornhuskers trying to equalize. And a 1-1. The best of 5 and a quick reset and bound for Zell. Broken up by Noe. As Nebraska, this is really a huge opportunity if they can get this win and get the series to 1 apiece, and not that we're going to reverse sweep attempt. Noe from the far corner, going to shoot from the opposite side. Zell turns it wide. Quickly broken up, though, by a Nebraska offensive player. There in these first 30 seconds, Nebraska setting a great tone.
Absolutely, they have been able to maintain enough pressure of their own. Cincinnati has not been able to run amok. In the Nebraska half, they're going to have to play some defense, unable to get to that one as it is Noe and Creed. Creed puts another one up. He has been the straw that is stirring this Nebraska offense's drink. And Noe, the benefactor of Creed's speed, and we have a tied series, 1 game apiece with that Nebraska W.
No nonsense, Noe gets it started. Nebraska here 2-1. We head on to game 3 to tied 3, only best of 3. Decide the winner.
Man, the series has definitely turned a lot closer than it looked like. I mean, we had 3 goals in under a minute and a half in game 1. And then we just pretty much had a game where scoring was at a premium. And Nation, I don't know if we are bad luck or what it is, but offensively, in the games that we've been casting tonight, nobody's really gone off with a whole lot of scoring.
A lot of close goal games. It's fun. It's low scoring, and the goals mean more in series like this where defenses are difficult to break and scoring is not as common as it has been in the past of these programs. So it's fun to watch these close 1-2 goal games.
Absolutely promising all sorts of awkward, and he is going to pay a hefty price as Mystic is going to get that one. That 50 there, promising he really needed to get that touch. He doesn't quite find it, in Mystic there, the advantageous first man for Cincinnati, pots that one home. Ka-chow, indeed. Mystic was speed on that one. 1-0 for Cincinnati. They start off this game. Once again, just like the prior 2 games, they score first, Nation, but it didn't work out for them in game 2.
Half to play here in Nebraska. Already trailing 1 early on. Cincinnati's trying to make it 2. Couldn't connect. Zell rebound won't go. Put back denied by Noe. That one broken up as well by the Nebraska defenseman. First minute. A lot of chances early out the gates for Cincinnati.
Indeed. I apologize if you can hear any background noise. I have a co-caster on my desk. Feline is she wants to get in on the action as well. This one's going to be touched forward towards net. Mystic will be able to touch it out, and now Zell looking for a passing option. There goes 2 players. Creed throwing his weight around, and he's got the ball. Creed has been all over this field for Nebraska, and now he's going to take a shot on target, forcing Zell into a save. Creed's doing it all. Nebraska, the benefactor of his play, they'll be looking to try and develop something around him.
Back across, beat out Zell. Mystic also dusted. Nebraska starting to put pressure on Cincinnati's defense, which is a great sign. Second half of the Cornhuskers offense, but again, Cincinnati quickly to break the pressure.
Nice touch here by Noe. Has to be careful not to commit too much with Creed. That's a nice forward push there by Promising, and he will stay with it. Puts the ball up for Noe, looking for that shot. That was probably on target. Mystic never gave it a chance, though. Making the early save, and now Promising knocks it over to the side where Cy is there. Mystic, he went for the demo, got demoed himself, and Nebraska will counter, but puts it right to where the man respawned. Now it's Cy. Out of the corner he goes. Watching that ball bounce for Mystic. No touch there for Cincinnati. A little bit of a team bump there as well. But the Bearcats do a good job housekeeping, keeping things away from Nebraska, and keeping things close. 1-0. The lead here approaching halftime, Nation, and it looks like another close affair might be on our hands.
Trying to make it 2-0 for the Bearcats. 2:31 to play. Cincinnati send it to an old side goal lead yet again.
That is a good usage of your boost for Cy. Able to read the touch off the ceiling. Promising would have wanted that one back. 2-0 now for Cincinnati, but still half a game to work with. Nebraska really needs to do what they did in the second half of last game, which is turn up the pressure. They're having to spend a lot of time in their own end. That's a good save by Noe, but they're going to have to play in the Cincinnati end like they did in the second half of game 2. They want to find a way to come back here, and Promising tries to set up his teammates. Creed will dump it in, but then takes a demo for his effort. Noe returns the favor. Both teams having to wait on respawns. Here comes Zell towards goal. Double tap. And that one is a thing of beauty from him. Never lost control of the ball off the ceiling here. What control. Bada bing, bada boom.
What a shot for Zell there. Cincinnati, newcomer Zell gets the scoring continued for a 3-0 advantage. And double commit kickoff there. A little strategy, make it almost 4-0. Nebraska already under severe pressure here in game number 3.
Well, look out. They're not done as Sai is able to open things up yet again. Zell is just causing all sorts of problems for this defense. What a little nifty touch. Able to get it over that first man, the last two men inside of net. They can't keep up with Sai, who has his eyes locked on the target. That is now 2 goals for Sai, 2 goals for Sai, 2 goals for Zell. I almost called him Zai and Cell, but either way, and a goal for Mystic as well to round it out. Everyone for Cincinnati has been involved in this game. It's been a very good effort from them. Now Creed trying to bring his team back into it. It's a nice pass. Looks for promising. That shot never was quite on target. Nebraska will have to play fetch in their own zone. Creed's out of boost. He's got to watch Mystic go right by him. I really hate to cast or curse the team, Nation. I mentioned maybe not the most offensive explosions for any team, but I might have broken that with what I said.
That's 2 goals in the RL. 5-0 for Cincinnati here in game of 3. The Bearcats going to eye down a 2-1 lead.
The added RL is crazy.
I know. Over Nebraska here in a duck play, almost finds its way home, but Nebraska has to look ahead to game 4. We have a chance at getting to game 5 and seek victory.
Definitely have to hope that being in a Twitch chat during a series does not backfire right now. It is backfiring into their own goal, as Noe will get one back for Nebraska. Able to answer as Mystic with the turnover. That is 1 turnover. I'll add it to those 2 goals from Nation RL. But anywho, as Nebraska gets 1 back, Cincinnati still in command of this game, 5-1 on that one. We have a chat lock in. Trying to lock in are the Bearcats. That touch towards goal. Zell has to force it up. Nebraska, I mean, this comeback might have started a little too late, but this looks a lot more, and pun intended, promising.
That one's going to go in for Nebraska there. No nonsense, no. We're going to be here with him next game. Maybe Nebraska one more there. 46 seconds. They're within 3.
Okay, so we've got 2 goals on the board now. Zell is back trying to do it all himself and is unable to maintain the ball and fight off 3 Nebraska players, as the Cornhuskers are just trying to throw everything towards the offensive side of the ball. Why not? You're down 5-1. And now you're down 5-2. If they're able to get another one within the first 15 or so seconds after this kickoff, which is going to be difficult to do as they're starting for their own territory, but it might make things just a little more interesting. It's Noe going for the shot, and Zell. Zell has been confident defensively and offensively. He keeps them out.
The double, no good. From the backside, Zell was trying to get it off the ceiling there. 20 seconds left, and Cincinnati's kind of toying. Nebraska a little bit here. 15 seconds, though. This one is all said and done. A 2-1 Cincinnati going into game 4.
I love messing with the players in the chat. Zell says no, and that is exactly what Cincinnati has told Nebraska in this game in terms of winning. It's a big old no. As Nebraska, they come slightly to life, but it was far too late. They were down by 5. They trimmed the deficit to 3. But that is how we will end things. And series point now to the Bearcats. Cincinnati a chance to finish off Nebraska here in game 4.
Boxman again going into game 4. Nebraska down 1. Are there any signs of life so far that we've kind of seen the last couple?
Well, the shot total is the exact same for both teams. You have 10 shots per side. You had 5 saves per side. It all just comes down to being able to convert your chances. We saw a lot more style and a lot more flair on the Cincinnati side. You saw that Zell double tap. You saw Zell a nice pass, finding Sai, who was just in front waiting for that ball, puts it home. And then Nebraska, you know, their 2 goals towards the end, they just created turnovers, just some good hard-nosed Rocket League, but they didn't get to that game. That is what they succeeded with in game 2. They didn't get to that Nebraska style soon enough there in that game. And by the point that they did, it was far too late. But now, brand new slate here in game 4. They try to start things off with Creed, but his shot hits the post. And Nebraska will have to restart with Creed. No boost to his name, fighting Zell. In the corner, Zell steals the boost and the ball. Good play by him, and Cincinnati are downfield.
4:40 to play. That one also sent wide. Zell rebounded own goal. Mark it good for the Bearcats.
Great play again. Zell forward. Mystic puts a nice shot. It's deceptively powerful, and then Zell from a no angle Not sure if that ball would have gone in or not. It doesn't really matter. You have to try and make the save. No, he tried, but it unfortunately hits the booty. And off the booty, it bounces into the net, and Cincinnati with a good early goal, but a response coming immediately from Promising. He is spilling fruit everywhere on the pitch, and we're tied.
Nebraska started again Promising, and they need somebody to go big for Nebraska. The offense back started again. Give your sense of life here. All right.
Absolutely. Keeping things close. Definitely don't want to fall behind by 5 again like they did in game number 3. Zell is looking for Cy. It was a good idea, although it was very well defended, and now Cincinnati are a little bit strained numbers-wise coming back. Luckily for them, the demo ended up favoring them despite losing a player. Now Zell off the backboard, loses it to Creed. He's going to pop it up, forcing Zell again, who has looked so fast. I mean, just about anywhere that you look that a Nebraska player has the ball, Zell is there, and he is watching them closely.
1 minute gone here. Kelowna by a prompting demo for our side. Get possession back to Cornhuskers boxing. But it's a better situation Nebraska's found themselves. Outcome of the last game. Couldn't quite connect. However, why for Nebraska to have a chance to get back in this?
I mean, right now for Nebraska, your biggest problem, it comes in 3 letters. It's X, E, and L. As for Cincinnati, he has been definitely the agitator when it comes to offense and defense. But for Creed, he's going to be able to sneak on through here as Cy puts it back, and Zell actually bumped Creed. That slowed Zell down just enough for Creed to sneak in and puts the shot in. Cy couldn't quite get back to it. A little bit of miscommunication there. Favorable bump. Nebraska, again, they take advantage of an opportunity gifted to them by just a couple tiny miscues. And suddenly the Cornhuskers have got the lead.
Next to play. In game number 4, Nebraska have a lead trying to force the game. 5 Zell back in front immediately. Broken up by a teammate there. In the first 2 minutes have come and gone 120 seconds off our clock in Nebraska. What a start to game 4. They look much more put together. The team is connecting well on the midfield options, and I think it could bode well moving forward the second half.
Oh, I've been called out. Patrick Mahomes level of glaze. If that's the level of glaze I'm actually doing, then I might be cooked as a caster. This could be over for me. We'll have to see. Nebraska are trying to keep a hold of this lead here. Cy, he's got someone looking at his bumper, targeting him for a demo. Mystic puts it up. No, he's got the touch. Promising's got to reach his hand up, knocks it away. As that one is put forward. Here's Cy, goes for Mystic. The touchdown off of Mystic. It's a favorable bounce for Cincinnati, and Mystic, he looks like a little bit of magic there. What a double tap from him.
Never again. Since you made,
never again.
There's no refs in the lobby to save you this time, like Patrick Mahomes. 2:27 to go. It's tied at 2 apiece.
Oh, Promising now back, trying to keep things. Oh, look out. This one is dangerous. It's headed towards goal, but Mystic touched it up and over Zell. 2 players went, neither connected. And now Nebraska towards the other end as Creed put that one on target. He was unable to do so. Coming back the other way. I mean, now it's a battle of counterattacks. It looks like end-to-end action that we are seeing. And now here comes Noe. Not a whole lot of boost to work with. One more touch forward is all that Cy will allow. And now Zell puts the ball forward for Mystic. He'll go corner. Can he get another redirect? He can. Not towards target, though. Cy puts it up. Zell's there. Zell's waiting. Zell's trying to shoot. And nothing given. As the demo on Cy and the save by Creed will be able to allow Nebraska to scurry out of that one, but they've got to get back once again. Cincinnati, they're knocking at the door, Nation. Things are not going to be easy for either side to win this game.
Back down to Zell. Couldn't connect. That's taken wide by Promising. That one quickly broken up by a Nebraska defender. 80 seconds left, and Cincinnati, my goodness, almost had a highlight reel play there. Under a minute 20 to go.
They're feeling it. They are definitely feeling it. Cy's got the ball here. Flip reset forward. Mystic is going to be able to touch it up and over Creed. And if you are just joining us, it has been an interesting back and forth series. Cincinnati taking game 1 and 3. Game 2 belong to Nebraska. They're trying to extend the series to game 5 with a win here. Tied at 2. It's been a battle of some flashy plays, that's for sure. Here's Creed, one-on-one with Mystic. Mystic gets the better of that exchange. Then Noe will lose this one to Cy. Numbers for Cincinnati in the corner. They have to wait on the ball. Cy will lose possession because of that. And Zell goes towards midfield, knocked away, but Cincinnati's not done yet. It's a fake for Mystic. The shot forces Noe into a great save. 30 seconds left, Nation.
25 to go. Game 5 looming if Nebraska can strike once more. Zell going to avoid a demo. Pressure initially challenged. 2-on-1 numbers for Cincinnati. Promising left alone. 1-on-1 Creed with nothing. The save is made. A rebound couldn't get there in time. Nebraska will hold.
What a save. That's going to be a miss from Noe, but promising. No boost to his day and gets the ball forward. Mystic will send it right back from whence it came. That one's going to be on target. Zell has to get the touch. Does so with style. Both teams with chances to end this game in regulation, but we need extra Rocket League to settle this one. If Cincinnati wins, they take the series. Nebraska wins, we get to see Game 5.
Third time tonight, too. Game 5 here is called earlier with Akron and Grand Canyon. Game 5 next after that. But anyway, back to action here in Nebraska, trying to force Game 5. Cincinnati can win this series with the next goal. It's golden goal for them. Zell attempt there. Noe will break that one up for the Nebraska defense, and the clear still unable to come through.
Mystic, touch forward. He's got Cy in support, but no, he's going to pop it up and over him. Who's there first? It is Zell off ceiling. Does he have enough momentum to get there? He does. The shot goes high. There's a rule 1, but Zell will pull off of it. I guess it was kind of a backwards one, as Zell was stuffing the rear bumper in the face of the Nebraska player. And Creed has to use his rear bumper to make a save. Back and forth we go once again. Noe takes a demo, but Promising's got the ball. Forced up and over him by Zell. Nebraska, not a lot of boost to work with. Noe's the last man back. He has to look out for that chance. That's too good of a shot from Mystic. That's going to end the game in the series for Cincinnati. The Bearcats walk away off of a passing play using the back wall. And the pressure breaks down Nebraska's defense and wins the series.
GG, well played. Best of luck to both teams moving forward in the season. Cincinnati 2-0 now after winning the Sabre, and 3 in Nebraska, and 4 Nebraska is 0-1 to look ahead of the CCS Invitational next weekend. Been Nation of Blacks. We'll see you guys tomorrow early afternoon for some 12:30 Central Time for Southern Indiana and Louisiana at 12:30, and then I'll be live with Bepic on his channel for the Night Lights Invitational on Miss Bepic Switch from 7 Eastern to 11 p.m. Eastern tomorrow night. We'll see you guys there.